Assalamu alaikum ninjas, ahlan wa sahlan bikum, it's your tech ninja Muhammad. Check it out what I have, an epic comparison. Pocophone F1 versus the Redmi Note 9S ninjas. $260 versus $220. This is gonna be a screen, design, speaker, and camera comparison. Yes, many of you asked for this. I think you asked for this. Nonetheless, this is gonna be very interesting. So you can buy them. I will leave the buying links in the description for these smartphones. For now, on the left side, we have the Pocophone F1, the old flagship, the best value of the old time in that time when it came out. Still, it's one of the best value ninjas, the cheapest Snapdragon 845 smartphone in the world. Anyway, so regarding screen wise and design wise, of course the win here goes for the Redmi Note 9S. Bottom bezels 2 times smaller with the Redmi Note 9S. Top bezels 2 times smaller. Check the notch differences here, big difference. Side bezels ninjas slightly smaller with the Redmi Note 9S, but slightly. This is a really minor difference, which is really interesting. Pocophone F1 for the time dated had a really nice side bezels. Yeah. Anyway, on the top we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and a noise cancellation microphone. But with the Redmi Note 9S we have an IR blaster. The headphone jack is on the bottom. Type-C USB port with both of them, one speaker and one microphone. Yeah. Pocophone F1 just has a stereo feature. The sound is also coming from the earpiece. On the right side we have volume rocker and power button. We have fingerprint sensor with the Redmi Note 9S, and it also works as a power button. You see? It was also work as a power button. Anyway, what do we have on the back? We have, just a minute, let me white them a little bit. So we have dual cameras versus quad cameras. It's a big difference in just this is a big difference in fingerprint sensor and actual physical fingerprint sensor with the Redmi Note with the Pocophone F1. Design wise and of course material wise, polycarbonate plastic material versus glass on the back, 3D glass. This is an easy win-win for the Redmi Note 9S ninjas. Yes, easy win. So it's 8.8mm. Both of these devices have the same thickness. Heaviness not the same, because this is polycarbonate plastic material. It is much lighter, 182 grams versus 209 grams. Redmi Note 9S for this price tag has one of the largest panels in the world for this price, and also one of the heaviest smartphones in the budget world ninjas. Nevertheless, I'm not saying it's a con, it's a bad side. Of course, bigger displays for many people it's a must-have right now in 2020. Anyway, let's move now to the screen brightness. Sorry for that. Before that, we're gonna do viewing angles. I'm gonna just immediately you can see myself here. Oh my God! Wait a minute. What do I see here? My camera is catching that the Pocophone F1 has a better viewing angles. Wow, that is interesting. But here go the shadowing. You can see, but both of these devices have shadowing ninjas. Both of them. Again, this is a standard LCD IPS. This is most of the LCD IPS have shadowing. Anyway, regarding the notches, and now let me just open white. Oops, sorry for that. Let me just open white background so you can see with the background, with the white background, it is more visible. Come on, man. Press the A. There you go. Here you go. So check this out. There you go. Shadowing is more progressive with the more extreme with the Pocophone F1. You can probably see here when we changing the viewing angles that the shadowing is more visible with the Pocophone F1. Around the notch ninjas, check this out. Which is really interesting with the Redmi Note 9S, somehow they fixed the issues ninjas. It had like a bigger, kind of more attractive, if I can go like that, more attractive black shadows around the notch. Right now, this is like right now to the minimum. You can see by itself, it is to the minimum itself. I don't even know that this is fixable with the OTA, but they fix it. I don't know how it's possible to fix this thing through the OTA. I didn't know that they can do that ninjas. Anyway, you can see myself here around the notch with the Pocophone F1 on the bottom. Also, they fixed the screen light leaking with the Pocophone F1 and light bleeding. Yeah, but Redmi Note 9S so far also they fixed that. I don't see it ninjas whatsoever. Check it out, beautiful. Anyway, let's now move to the YouTube comparison. Before that, let me just put them on the table here, just to check here the viewing angles on both of them. I don't know, for me it's interesting that from this angle, Pocophone F1 looks ninjas brighter and more visible. Let's go up, and from here, very interesting ninjas, very interesting. And from here, somehow Redmi Note 9S looks better. I don't know how to even explain this. Right now, still Redmi Note 9S better and Redmi Note 9S better. Directly looking, very similar. This is very odd in just these viewing angles. I don't even know how to explain it. Let's check this out. With the Pocophone F1, shadowing is more present. You can notice that and just check the top part of the smartphone. Shadowing is more present. It's more stronger. Can you just, we're gonna test 1080p 60 FPS. This is an HDR video over the YouTube. I always use this, usually use these videos in my comparisons. Here we go, here we go. So, Pocophone F1 is on the top, Redmi Note 9S is on the bottom. We have 6.18 inches versus 6.67 inches, so it's a way bigger screen. Just you get a lot of more screen there. It's just obvious by the numbers and by the look itself. LCD IPS with both of them, 18:9 aspect ratio. So some of you will prefer probably to have this 18:9 aspect ratio. Here we have 20:9 aspect ratio, full HD plus resolution, of course. So both of them, or to be precise, 1080p with 2246. And with Redmi Note 9S, we have 1080p with 2400 or 2400. 416 ppi versus 395 ppi. Screen density is still Pocophone F1 as an LCD IPS has really good screen density, slightly higher than the Redmi Note 9S. 2.5D curved glass design, and of course both of them are flat, they are not curved. That's just completely fine. Screen brightness just Pocophone F1 500 luxes versus 450 luxes, and in my opinion, in reality, I don't see this. I don't see this, in my opinion, so far. What I can tell you, screen brightness looks very similar to me, very similar to me with both of these devices. You can judge by yourself. Anyway, 1500 with 1 contrast ratio. Regarding the, of course, contrast ratio of the screens, they are again very similar. So on paper they look very similar, but remember, example here where the Redmi Note 9S will win also Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on both sides, front and back. Pocophone F1 has on the front Corning Gorilla Glass 3, just Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Here we have they're okay. Regarding the colors itself, let's check here out. They do look different. These are not the same panels, ninjas. These are not the same panels. Red here looks more brighter. Green here looks also more brighter, more kind of cool, to the cool side. Let's check this out. Here also the green, you can see by yourself here, it's more punchier. And it depends, ninjas, depends. Again, for this price tag, both of them offer one of the best. Both of these devices are still one of the best. Again, this is a really brand new smartphone. It just came out. Pocophone F1 is a year and a half old flagship, which you can buy around $260. Also, the red color here looks completely different now. This is completely different. That was good. That was good that I just left it. So you can just pause this video, ninjas. Honestly, I don't have enough time to pause over like many different video samples here, and just to let you can just pause it by yourself and analyze by yourself these colors. Anyway, let's move now to the sound speaker. Of course I prefer the Redmi Note 9S. It's an easy win, man. Come on, the notch, bigger display, just it's a win. It's a win. Easily, it's a win here. Maybe this hole punch is a little bit intrusive, but nevertheless, it's not intrusive as this really thick notch, man. No chance that this is like more beautiful. This is uglier, man. Like those iPhone devices. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's go here, checking here the speakers, maximum volume on both of these devices. First, we're going to check Pocophone F1. Also sound coming from the earpiece, not that loud from the earpiece, but still a small, tiny stereo speaker feature. Pocophone, now Redmi. Okay, ninjas, it's a win for the Redmi Note 9S. It is a really great sound chamber. It wins easily against the Realme 6 also. So again, overall, Redmi Note 9S is still the best budget smartphone right now for this price tag. Good job from the Realme that is trying to compete with the 90Hz screen there. That's really amazing step up. But still, overall, as a best package for everyday use, Redmi Note 9S ninjas is the best smartphone right now to buy in 2020 for this price tag. Unless if you can maybe buy the Redmi Note 8 Pro or the Xiaomi 9 Lite. Those devices are still very attractive and I highly recommend them. Of course, Snapdragon 720G is better for the gaming than the Snapdragon 710, and Helio G90T, you're gonna check that in comparison on my YouTube channel. Pocophone F1, good stereo feature there. It's nice, not really amazing. The sound is not super loud, but still, it's a nice feature to have here watching movies or playing games. You're gonna feel that 360 degrees effect, if I can call it like that. Anyway, let's move now to the camera comparison. Assalamu alaikum, this is camera comparison, Redmi Note 9S versus Pocophone F1. We are checking the video camera test at 1080p 30 fps. This is the wilderness, the forest in Boston Herzegovina. So welcome, ahlan wa sahlan bikum. Then we walk in. You can judge by yourself the video stability. And also the audio quality with smartphone has a better mic quality and loud. Assalamu alaikum, this is camera comparison, Redmi Note 9S versus Pocophone F1. We are checking the video camera test at 1080p 30 fps. This is the wilderness, the forest in Boston Herzegovina. So welcome, ahlan wa sahlan bikum. Then we walk in. You can judge by yourself the video stability. And also the audio quality with smartphone has a better mic quality and loudness altogether. That's it. Assalamu alaikum, this is camera comparison, Redmi Note 9S versus Pocophone F1. We are checking the video camera test at 1080p 30 fps. This is the wilderness, the forest in Boston Herzegovina. So welcome, ahlan wa sahlan bikum. Then we walk in. You can judge by yourself the video stability. And also the audio quality with smartphone has a better mic quality and loudness altogether. That's it. Redmi Note 9S versus Pocophone F1. Redmi Note 9S versus Pocophone F1. Redmi Note 9S versus Pocophone F1. In just Pocophone F1 versus Redmi Note 9S. This is 1080p 60 fps test. Check it out. What do you think? Which smartphone has a more smoother 1080p 60 fps footage? Of course, there is no EIS with the 1080p 60 fps. In just Pocophone F1 versus Redmi Note 9S. This is 1080p 60 fps test. Check it out. What do you think? Which smartphone has a more smoother 1080p 60 fps footage? Of course, there is no EIS with the 1080p 60 fps. Perfect. In just Pocophone F1 versus Redmi Note 9S. This is 1080p 60 fps test. Check it out. What do you think? Which smartphone has a more smoother 1080p 60 fps footage? Of course, there is no EIS with the 1080p 60 fps. Perfect. Okay, this is camera comparison. 4K test, Pocophone F1 versus Redmi Note 9S. You can see by yourself. So both of them do have EIS, but only maximum 1080p 30 fps. You can see by yourself right now. Anyway, very similar. Okay, this is camera comparison. 4K test, Pocophone F1 versus Redmi Note 9S. can see by self. So both of them do have EIS, but only maximum 1080p 30 FPS. You can see it by yourself right now. Anyway, very similar price tags. Pocophone F1 260. عليكم السلام جاست نينجا. Oh, glad of Yasha. Hey, of Yasha. عليكم السلام جاست نينجا. Okay, this is camera comparison. 4K test. Pocophone F1 versus Redmi Note 9S. You can see by self. So both of them do have EIS, but only maximum 1080p 30 FPS. You can see it by yourself right now. Anyway, very similar price tags. Pocophone F1 260. عليكم السلام جاست نينجا. Oh, glad of Yasha. Hey, of Yasha. عليكم السلام جاست نينجا.
I need your halal love. You the wife girl, I'm your husband. You dedicate my whole life to you. I need your halal loving. I need your halal loving. I wanna spend my whole life with you. I just wanna give you some affection. Do tip on me to protect you. I'm feeling a sincere connection. God made you for me. You might not see. God made me for you. It was all meant to be the destiny. But let me tell you something. Man, them talk, but they rough, and the intentions are disgusting. I advise you not to trust them, habibti.